Children learning reading is every parent's and teacher's guide to teaching children how to actually read, and how to do so with incredible skill. It forgoes the common teaching methods that require children to memorize sight words, and instead, it focuses on teaching children the 44 sounds of the English language. But that sounds complicated, right? It's actually much easier than memorizing and learning over 170,000 words that make up the English language. Not only that, but the lessons provided to you in this program are fun, easy and enjoyable for everyone involved. Your child may even begin to love reading because it will no longer be this difficult struggle and guessing game of words such as hat that looks like bat, bad, cat, mad, sad, lad, etc. So, if you're reading to increase your child's reading skills by teaching them how to actually read, here's what you can expect from children learning reading. What is children learning reading about? Times have changed, yet the curriculum has stayed the same. It's no wonder so many children across the world have difficulties reading. It isn't necessarily the child that's the concern, but rather, it's the teaching method that's being used that is the biggest problem. Children learning reading forgoes the traditional reading methods and focuses on teaching children the 44 sounds of the English language instead of teaching them sight words that they memorize. Not only are sight words confusing, bad looks like cat, had, mad, bat, lab, etc., but also, they don't teach the child how to read the word but rather, how to recognize the word shape. This is why every child mistakes words for others that look the same. So, forget the flashcards. Children learning reading is a comprehensive system that provides teachers and parents with detailed, step-by-step guides on teaching children how to learn the 44 sounds of the English language and of course, how to implement this into the household or classroom to teach them how to read. It comes with 2 progressive guides for the basics and the advanced phonics, as well as printable lesson plans, audio files, games, activities and much more. Here's a look at what you receive when you get started, as well as the 5-step process that the entire system is based on. Step 1 Manual, Phonics Foundations. Step 2 Manual, Advanced Phonics Manual. Step 3 Fun to Read Lesson Stories. Step 4 Phonics Sounds, Letter Sound MP3 Audios. Step 5 Common Sight Words and Children's Rhymes Book. How the download page for Jim Yang's Children Learning Reading program looks like. You receive immediate access to everything as soon as you purchase, so there's no need to wait or pay for shipping, or worse, to delay your child's reading any longer. Instead, just sign in and download the content right onto your computer, laptop, tablet or smartphone. This provides you with easy and convenient access to all of the teachings, lesson plans, audios and activities wherever your life or child takes you. Now, if you are a little weary about steering away from the current teaching method, that's entirely normal. After all, we've all been convinced that the curriculum in place is infused with the best teaching methods. So, if you need an extra boost of confidence, you'll be happy to know that Children Learning Reading comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, which gives you ample time to see just how quickly children connect the word sounds to words read. WHO is the creator of Children Learning Reading. Jim Yang is the creator of Children Learning Reading. He has 3 children of his own, and when he isn't running after them, he fills his days being a professional reading teacher. With this method, he was able to teach his children how to read before they even fully learned how to talk, and over 38,000 parents and teachers are now using it across the world. Quick summary of Children Learning Reading. Children Learning Reading is a comprehensive guide that makes teaching reading and reading for the little ones easy and enjoyable. It provides the parents and teachers with the information needed to help their child learn the 44 sounds of the English language, so they can start actually reading and understanding what they're reading. To give you an idea of what you can expect from the system, here's a look at the topics covered. Stage 1, Phonics Foundations. 28 Reading Step-by-Step Reading Lessons. 1. Phonemic Awareness. What is phonemic awareness? The research behind phonemic awareness. The importance of blending phonemic awareness development in different age groups. A quick note about struggling readers developing early phonemic awareness. Smooth blending and choppy blending. The importance of repeated practice and exposure. 2. Systematic synthetic phonics. What is synthetic phonics? Why synthetic phonics? About synthetic phonics and this program about sight words, letter names and letter sounds. Synthetic phonics and the complexities of English. 3. What reading does for the mind? The Matthew effect in reading and vocabulary growth. The importance of home support for literacy development in children. 4. Reading comprehension, decoding and word recognition. The necessity of continued sounding out and blending practices, vocabulary and reading comprehension. 5. The first steps. How much time should we spend on lessons? What if my child already knows all the letters and sounds? The importance of learning and teaching the proper sounds about struggling readers, voiced and unvoiced sound pairs, doing stretchy bends and troubleshooting various blending problems, teaching capital and lowercase letters. 6. Getting your child to cooperate. My best advice: set up a regular daily routine and schedule. Talk to your child at the same level. Simple tips and ideas for motivation. 7. How to teach reading and present lessons. Reading left to right, teaching letters and letter sounds. Always point to where you are reading. Point and swipe. Font used: Verdana. Stage 2, Advanced Phonics Manual. Topics plus 22 step-by-step reading lessons. Teaching digraphs and diphthongs. The complexities. Guided reading and books. The schwa synthetic phonics and the complexities of English. Point and swipe. And these are just the breakdown of the learning and teaching. You also receive lesson printouts for Stage 1, lesson printouts for Stage 2, reading bingo game printouts, fun to read lesson stories, phonetic sounds, letter sound, MP3 audios, common sight words and children's rhymes. Book. Advantages of the program. One of the greatest advantages of children learning reading is that it actually works. The English language is complicated, and with so many words looking and sounding the same, or sounding the same yet being spelled completely differently, it's no surprise that the new studies have found children's reading skills to be far below the basic level. I also really enjoyed how enjoyable it was to not only learn the method myself but also to teach it to the little ones in my life. They were actually excited to learn how to read and to, of course, play the fun printable games provided in this system. Having the program in digital form is also a huge benefit, as it allowed me to bring the lessons and activities with me whenever my day took me, whether it was to a different class, to supply, to daycare or back home to my own children. The 60-day money-back guarantee is also a great feature, as it gives you ample time to try the new teaching method out. Chances are, you'll see that the slow learner isn't so slow after all. Disadvantages of the program. I really cannot think of a disadvantage to this program. If I had to pick something, perhaps it would be that you have to be willing to put in the time and work. You cannot hand the activities over to your children and expect them to become a better reader. Though, teaching children anything requires your time and effort, so I wouldn't say this is really a disadvantage, and if it is, at least the time and effort pays off with this method, as you're able to see the gears turning and the words processing in the children's brains. The verdict: children learning reading is a comprehensive system that provides teachers, parents and children with the information needed for easy, enjoyable and effective reading. It makes the entire process for everyone involved, and most important of all, it actually teaches children how to read instead of teaching them how to memorize word shapes like the current methods. And you get 2 months to see how your children like it with the 60-day money-back guarantee. This is more than enough time to see that the problem isn't with the child but rather with the reading teaching method that has been used up until this point.